Hansen, who makes the catch for the first out here in the inning, as Aiden Roberts is down and now pulls up Jackson Reeder, the shortstop. As for Jackson Reeder back in game one, as he went 1 for 3, a single and 2 pop-ups, and also having a walk. As Christopherson gets underway, the righty. First pitch comes to Reeder. This one is down the middle and counted for as strike 1. So the 0-1 start off for Reeder. As Reagan Koskin, who earned the win in game 1 over Lincoln, as that was for Koskin's 3rd win on the season. He pitched the entire game, as this will be swung on by Reeder. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. He picks up the throw to first, is not going to be in time, so a base hit for Jackson Reeder as he singles. And for Reeder, that's for his 31st hit on the season. So now we go here to the 3-hitter in the lineup. This is Lars Kiefer. As for Kiefer in game 1, as he went 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a single. Also having a stolen base for the Hard Hats. So Jackson Reeder with the first hit of this game for Pulse 22 at first with his leadoff. As Christopherson has a look in the corner of his eye. As he's in a stand. As the pitch comes to Kiefer, this one is going to be outside. As that will go for ball 1. So Christopherson looking in the corner of his eye to Jackson Reeder as he has a good lengthy lead off of first base. We'll see if he does it again. So Christopherson waits the call from the catcher and Caleb Blanchet as the next pitch is outside for ball 2. So Kiefer starts off 2-0 with Jackson Reeder on first and 1 out here in the first inning. Kiefer steps back in as the righty hitter as Christopherson the nod given. As the 2-0 pitch will come to the plate as this one is in for strike 1. So Kiefer, who has stayed patient here on all 3 pitches so far, as the last one going in for strike 1. As Christopherson looks down the middle, and the first baseman for Fargo and Dylan Sahlberg catching with the right hand with his glove up as the next pitch comes and a swing and a miss for strike 2 from Kiefer. So the first 2 pitches go for 2 balls and the last 2 go for 2 strikes for the Hard Hat center fielder with the catcher Josh Elder waiting on deck. So Reeder again with his leap on first. 2-2 count for Kiefer. As Christopherson the pitch. As Kiefer a late swing. He gets a piece of it for a foul ball that goes up and out of play. So the count will still remain 2-2. As Kiefer looked over to Coach Downs before he steps back into the batter's box. As Christopherson with the glove on the hip. 2-2 count. The pitch comes to Kiefer. A swing. This one is up in the air to right field. This one is hooking, and that will go for a foul ball. So that one going into the bullpen on the Hard Hats dugout side. So back-to-back foul balls from Lars Kiefer gives him another chance here on a 2-2 count. Following the Jackson Reeder single. As Christopherson ready for the next pitch. As the 2-2 comes to Kiefer, this one is swung on and missed for strike 3. So the first strikeout of the day for Alex Christopherson comes to Lars Kiefer, just the 3rd batter in the lineup for Post 22, as that makes it for his 3rd strikeout here in 2 games played today. And now pulls up the catcher, number 25, Josh Elder. Elder, who was the DH back in game 1, he went 0 for 3 on 3 flyouts. So that's how his first game went, as home plate umpire will roll this ball out of the way as a new ball came in for Christopherson. So Elder, the lefty hitting catcher, comes in with Reeder still on first base with 2 outs. And Christopherson, the first pitch comes to Elder. He takes a swing, a high fly ball going into right field. It's still going back to the wall. That one is gone! A 2-run home run for Josh Elder. Makes it for his 2nd home run on the season. And that puts the Hard Hats up 2-0. As all the players, they leave the dugout. As Josh Elder over the right field wall and gets the party started for Post 22 here over Fargo. So not the first time Josh Elder has hit a 2-run home run this season. Makes it for his 2nd. That also drives in Jackson Reeder. So Post 22 up 2-0 And now this pulls up the third baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris. As for Burris, back in game one, went 1 for 2 on a single and a strikeout, also having a walk. So now with no runners aboard, as Christopherson, the first one, comes to Burris, he holds back on the swing and takes it for strike 1. As for Burris, the third baseman, Christopherson looking straight ahead to his catcher in Blanchet. As the glove out in front of him. The 0-1 pitch, this one is coming close to Burris. That one near the hip, as that one's inside for ball 1. Only a few inches away from clipping the side of Hadley Burris. So now the count even to 1-1 apiece. Still with 2 outs here in the top of the first. As Christopherson, the windup. The pitch, this one is down low for ball 2. So the 2-1 count for Burris with the DH Regan Turnquist on deck. As Burris sways the bat down low, puts it back up to the shoulder. As Christopherson has the glove and ball out in front of him. As the 2-1 pitch comes, Burris takes a swing, a ground ball hit to the shortstop. As this is Amerman, the throw to first, and it gets there for the third out. So that will do it for the top of the first inning, as it was Josh Elder who had a 2-run home run to give the Hard Hats a 2-0 lead. As it followed off with the first pitch that Aiden Roberts saw, hit a line drive right to the second baseman and Colby Hansen. Just the second at bat of the game, Jackson Reeder finds the first hit of the game, and it was followed by Lars Kiefer with 3 strikeouts here in 2 games played today, and then followed with the Elder 2-run home run, and then Burris on the ground out to finish out the top of the first inning.
Center, number 3, Kane Mathiasen, hitting third.
When your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
All right, for Pulse 22, the starting pitcher is number 23, Tayton Giddings. For Giddings on the season, 8 innings pitched, a 1-0 record with a 3.50 ERA and 6 strikeouts to 7 batters walked for the right-handed throwing pitcher. As for the 3 batters due up here for Fargo, as will be the left fielder number 5, Mason Sinner, followed by the center fielder number 3, Kane Mathiasen, and batting third is the second baseman, number 2, Colby Hansen. So as the Hard Hats, they will meet up on the mound here for Tayton Giddings. As they all click the Hard Hats here in the middle, as they salute to their outfielders as well. So we'll take a look here defensively for Post 22 as well. In left field is Hudson Ogle, and center field Lars Kiefer, and in right field is Bridger Karn. In the infield at third base is Hadley Burris, at shortstop Jackson Reeder, second base Aiden Roberts, and at first Braden Staper, the catcher Josh Elder. And then we go back to Giddings on the mound. So he gets his feet where he wants them, as he looks straight ahead with the glove out in front of him, and the first pitch that will come to Mason Sinner is going to be high and outside for the 1-0 start. As Sinner, a left-handed batter versus a right-handed pitcher. As Giddings the nod off to Elder. As a 1-0 pitch comes, this one is down low for ball 2. As Sinner draws his line and taps the bat on home plate. First 2 pitches for the 2-0 count. Giddings the next one, high and outside for ball 3. And on deck, the center fielder is Kane Mathiasen. As the home plate umpire gives the count right back to Giddings on the mound. 3-0. The windup, the pitch. This one is down the middle, as that one is for strike 1. With a 3-0 take, no need to take a swing there for Mason Sinner, as he'll just see how the next few pitches pan out. As Giddings offers the 3-1, this one is outside for ball 4. So we see a leadoff walk to Fargo's Mason Sinner. And that puts their first base runner for the game. And now pulls up the center fielder, number 3, Kane Mathiasen. As for Giddings now, that is the 8th batter walked on the season. So back-to-back lefties to start off here for Fargo in their lineup. As Giddings had the ball behind his back as he leaned on in towards Elder. As the first pitch coming, this one is up high for ball one. So Braden Stapert, who did not play in game one of the doubleheader, we saw Brixton Steen playing at first base and now Stapert there. So we see some new names come in the lineup for post 22 compared to game one. As Mathiasen comes back in the batter's box on a 1-0 count. Giddings the pitch. This one is outside for ball two. And a good leadoff there for Sinner, as Elder will call for a quick conference with Giddings on the mound after only throwing one strike so far here on two batters. So Elder will try to calm him down, as Giddings will take a second here off the mound to get his mindset ready. 2-0 count here for Kane Mathiasen. So the home plate umpire returns behind home plate as Giddings the ball behind his back and takes a quick scan to center on first. Stapert glove up and ready as the 2-0 pitch is outside for ball three. 3-0 count here. Following the leadoff walk to Mason Sinner and Colby Hansen, the second baseman, on deck. Giddings one last look to Sinner on first. As the 3-0 pitch to the plate is outside, and that will be a 4-pitch walk. So the first two batters for Fargo, as they both earn walks and puts them on first and second. And now the second baseman, number 2, Colby Hansen, is brought up to the plate. So Elder, who will give a call sign to his infielders here, as Sinner on second and Mathiasen on first. So Giddings will see his first right-handed batter in Hansen, as he is waiting the pitch call from Elder. As he gets it, Reeder shadowing right behind Sinner on second, as he will back off. The first pitch coming, this one is outside. A good block there from Elder to preventing that one from going to the back wall for ball one. As Giddings leans on in as he gets the pitch call ready. Down in front of the chest. As the 1-0 to the plate. This one is in for strike one. So now an even 1-ball, 1-strike count to Colby Hansen, just the third batter in the lineup here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Giddings another look to the runner on second. As the pitch comes and a bunt that is placed on the third base line. That's a fair ball. Giddings picks up, and that will be a single. So that's going to put bases loaded for Fargo here on their first three batters in the game.
Now batting number 11, Gus Pancratz.
So following the bunt single from Colby Hansen, this pulls up the right fielder number 11, Gus Pancratz. So Sinner on third, Mathiasen on second, Hansen on first. And now Pancratz here to bat as Giddings has a glove up in front of the face as the windup comes, and the first pitch is in for strike one. So get familiar here with both teams of the Post 22 Hard Hats and the Fargo Post 400 Stars as they play each other twice here in this pool play. The next time they will see them will be Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, as they'll be their second meeting against them. As the last pitch Giddings offered, we'll go to a 1-1 count. As Post 22 winning over Lincoln East just a few hours ago. As the next pitch, this one is down low for ball two. So the 2-1 count here to the right fielder and Gus Pancratz with bases loaded and no outs at the bottom of the first. Post 22 trying to protect on that 2-0 lead following the 2-run home run that Josh Elder hit. As the next pitch is high and inside for ball three. 3 balls, no strike, or 1 strike with no outs. As Giddings gives the nod to Elder. As the windup coming, the 3-1 pitch swung on, and the foul ball going straight up into the netting and pulls us to our first full count here of the inning and game. So they get that foul ball out of the way with Sith Egan, the DH, on deck for the Stars. As full count, Giddings the pitch. This one is inside, as that one's going to clip off him. So a hit by pitch is going to drive in a run score for Fargo. So this game is now cut into half. It's just a 1-run lead for Post 22. It's a 2-1 game. So Mason Sinner, as he will come in to score the first run for Fargo.
Now 12, Sith Egan.
This pulls up the 5th hitter in the lineup, the DH, number 12, Sith Egan. So bases still remain loaded here. As Giddings ready for the next batter. As the first pitch to the plate is swung on. As that one going for a foul ball up and out of play on the right side. That one going up and over the heads of the Hard Hats and their dugout. 0-1 start off. As Giddings, as the windup coming, the 0-1 pitch. This one is outside as Eller scoops up that one. As Post 22 still trying to find their first outs here in this inning, as we see an arm getting warmed up in the bullpen for Post 22. As Giddings turns and delivers the 1-1, that will be a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 count here to Sith Egan. Then we saw Gus Pankratz on a full count, and then follow with a hit by pitch. As Giddings offers the 1-2 pitch, swung on a soft ground ball to Giddings. He will throw to home. Elder, as he will get that out. So 2 away now, as runners or bases still remain loaded. So Sith Egan, a soft ground ball that gets played right back to Giddings as he throws to home plate for the second out and prevents the second run, the tying run, to score for Fargo. So that pulls up the third baseman. This is number 9, Ethan Dahl. And now with 1 out here in this inning, as Giddings twists and turns, the first pitch coming. This will be for a foul ball that goes out of play. So the 0-1 start off for Dahl. As Giddings, the 0-1 delivery, as swung on. That one goes up the gap and into center field. They're going to send 2 runners, so the tying run scored as the go ahead. Oh, they're in a little bit of a standoff, so Stapert throws it to second. There's a runner on third, and they're chasing him down, so they will tag him. There's still a runner on third, so they're going to get the second out as they chase Gus Pankratz down. So a little bit of some miscommunication there, as the runner was rounding second after the coach on the third base line was calling in for the go-ahead run to score, and then he held him off, and then the runner on second kept going to third, and eventually they tagged him out to bring the second out. So now we're in a tied 2-2 ball game, as this is now the catcher, number 7, Caleb Blanchet. So Giddings with the glove out in front of him as runners on second and third. Giddings, this one is up and outside for ball 1. So the 1-0 start off for the Stars catcher. As Giddings kicks the leg, the 1-0 pitch. This one is high and inside for ball 2. So start off with both first 2 hitters on the lineup, and Mason Sinner and Kane Mathiasen, both earning walks, followed by a Colby Hansen bunt single, and then a hit by pitch to Gus Pankratz to put bases loaded. And then now we're here to Caleb Blanchet, who is facing a 3-0 count. As Giddings kicks the leg, the next pitch is in for strike 1. So the count now pulled to 3-1. So Giddings glove out in front of him. As he turns, offers the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So full count here to the Fargo catcher and Caleb Blanchet. 3-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning in a tied 2-2 game. Giddings the nod as the righty hurls one to the dish. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Tatum Giddings will earn for his first strikeout of the game, making that for his 7th on the season, and now we're in a tied 2-2 ball game. So we're going to take a quick short break here on Hard Hats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the second inning.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Dietz Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Dietz Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more, all inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit Mandy'sOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. Mandy's of FargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
And you signed it. Or make it legit.
Oh, yeah. See, because I drew it a little out.
We're here to start the second inning, as the leadoff hitter here for post 22 will be the designated hitter and number 15 Regan Turnquist,
Turnquist.
as it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for post 22 to start off the second inning, as both teams having 2 runs and 2 hits each. As Christofferson offers the first pitch, this will be a swing and a miss for strike 1 here for Turnquist. After we saw a 2-run home run happen in the first inning from Josh Elder. As Turnquist will swing on the next pitch, a ground ball to the third baseman. He throws to first, as that ground out will bring the first out here of the inning. As Turnquist, the leadoff man, is out, and now we turn to the first baseman and Braden Staper.
Now batting number 30, Staples.
As for Braden Staper here on the season, a .391 batting average, along with a .481 on-base percentage, 9 hits, 6 RBIs, and 9 runs scored. As the next pitch is going to be in down low for ball 1. Braden Staper, who leads the hard hats in most innings pitched with 27, also having the most wins amongst a pitcher with 5. As the next one is in for a strike, so 1-1 count, as Staper thought that pitch was going to come in close to hitting him, but that one just going and hooking inside, as called for strike 1. As the next one, same pitch. This one didn't break like the last one. It goes inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike here to Braden Staper, as the right fielder Bridger Karn on deck for post 22. As Christofferson lines up, the pitch comes, swung on a miss for strike 2. So Braden Staper now facing 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the second inning, as he takes a practice swing outside the box. Ready to see the next pitch that Christofferson has to offer, as the righty dishes one off, and that one catches Staper looking for a called strike 3, and for the second out in the inning. And now for Christofferson, his second strikeout of the game. So for Braden Staper, for him on the season, that is his 8th strikeout. Now we go to the right fielder, and number 7, Bridger Karn. As for Karn, a .300 batting average, a .440 on-base percentage, along with 12 hits, 7 RBIs, and 20 runs scored. As the first pitch he takes for strike 1. As Christofferson here with the next one. This one comes up high for ball 1. So 2 pitches into Bridger Karn's first at-bat of the game, facing a 1-ball, 1-strike count. As Christofferson waiting for Blanchet's call, as the pitch is down low for ball 2. 2-1 here for the Hard Hats right fielder, as the ump gives the count right back to Christofferson on the mound, having 1 strikeout in each inning here so far. As the 2-1 coming close to Karn, that one inside for ball 3, as Karn was ready to brace for impact on that one, and the glove of Blanchet gets there in time. So 3-1 count, as Christofferson delivers the pitch. This one is in for strike 2, so full count with 2 outs in the top of the second. As Christofferson looks to put away the inning, as Karn looks to continue this inning for post 22. As the pitch comes, Karn a swing. That's a line drive caught by the second baseman and Colby Hansen. And that will be for the 3rd out for the top of the second inning. So Fargo's Alex Christopherson takes care of Regan Turnquist, Braden Staper, and Bridger Karn with the 3 up and 3 down. As we saw the ground out from Turnquist as the leadoff man, followed by the Staper strikeouts and the line drive there from Bridger Karn. So Tayton Giddings, who makes his return back to the mound here for the second inning. As for Fargo, it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in their lineup. So the leadoff man will be their first baseman, Dylan Sahlberg, followed by the shortstop, Max Amerman, and then to the top of the order in the left fielder, Mason Sinner. So those are the 3 batters due up for Fargo, as Giddings had a little bit of a rough go there in the first inning, walking the first 2 batters with allowing 2 hits and 2 runs. So he looks to turn around this inning for the Hard Hats. As for Fargo, getting impressive pitching from Alex Christopherson in that second inning to keep this a 2-2 game. As the Hard Hats play at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning Central Time, as they will take action against Millard South. As that's the only game happening tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. at Central Time. As we're ready to go here to start the bottom of the second, as Dylan Sahlberg comes in. Sahlberg, a lefty batter to start off here the second, as we saw Sinner and Mathiasen, the first 2 batters of the game for Fargo, both lefties. So Giddings the glove out in front of him, and the first pitch will come up high and outside, as Eller trying to pull that one in down to get a call for a strike. It won't work, so it'll be a 1-0 start. As Giddings the next pitch, as that one is outside for ball 2. 2-0 count here to start off on the first 2 pitches for Fargo's first baseman and Sahlberg. As the 2-0 pitch comes to the plate, as this one is in for strike 1, down the middle. As Sahlberg is just going to wait patiently here on a few pitches. As Giddings, the 2-1, as that one is outside for ball 3. So the 3-1 count to the leadoff man in the second inning with Max Amerman, the shortstop, waiting on deck. As the 3-1 pitch comes, swung on, that's a line drive. As Reeder gets there, hits the ground, he throws to first. An impressive play from Jackson Reeder, who makes that ground out play and makes the toss over to first for the first out here of the inning. So that puts Sahlberg away and now pulls up the shortstop and Max Amerman.
Now batting number 10, Roberts. Amerman.
So Giddings glove out in front of him after taking care of the leadoff hitter. As the first pitch coming, as a swing gets a piece of it for a foul ball, that one going into the netting. So the 0-1 start here for the number 9 hitter for the Fargo Stars, and Amerman. So he takes a second outside the box, and he comes back in. As Giddings hurls the 0-1 pitch, and a bunt is placed. This one straight to the first baseman and Staper, as he's going to let that one go for a foul ball. Smart play from Braden Staper. As that bunt was placed right directly in front of him, he just had to chase it down and saw it was bouncing and turning and lets it go for a foul. So 0-2 count here for Amerman, as another lefty hitter here for Fargo, and Sinner on deck for the Stars. So practice swing on an 0-2 count with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Giddings, as the windup lifts the leg, the pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So the second strikeout of the game as well for Tayton Giddings. Him and Christopherson match each other. And 2 down, and now this pulls up Mason Sinner. So Giddings, who had that strikeout to Caleb Blanchet to finish out the first inning, and now adding for his second off there to Amerman. As the first pitch that comes to Sinner, a swing and a miss for strike 1 on his first at-bat, as he earned the walk and scored the first run of the game for post 400. As the next one is outside for ball 1. So 1-1 count for Sinner, the left fielder. Giddings gets his feet placement as the righty delivers the 1-1, swung on, and a foul ball that will go to a 1-2 count. So a new ball will be given to Tayton Giddings, as we'll get that one to the home plate umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Giddings shakes off the first one from Elder, as he gives a nod to the second. As the 1-2 pitch swung on, this one is up in the air to center field. Kiefer chasing it down, and he is under it to make the catch for the third out. So both teams going scoreless there in the second inning, as we're still tied in a 2-2 ball game. As we'll take a short break on Hard Hats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the third inning.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Hungry? Get to Vic's for Hamburger Happy Hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
All right, the leadoff hitter here for Post 22 in the third inning will be the left fielder, number 9, Hudson Ogle. So it's the 9-1-2 hitters here for Post 22 to lead off the third inning. As Ogle, back in Game 1, on his first at-bat, hit an RBI single, as he later went on to go 1 for 2, had a ground out and a walk as well. So Christopherson, the first pitch coming, as this one is going to go outside and trails away from Blanchet, the catcher, for the 1-0 start. As the glove out in front of him and hand him the glove for Christopherson. As the 1-0 pitch to Ogle comes, he takes a swing, a fly ball that's up in the air into center field. This is Mathiasen under it as he makes the catch for the first out on the fly out from Hudson Ogle. And now we go back to the top of the order and Aiden Roberts.
Now batting number 10, Roberts.
Roberts, who is 0 for 1 today. Line out straight to the second baseman and Colby Hansen. That was for the first out of the game on the first pitch as well. As Christopherson delivers the first one to Roberts, this one is high and inside. So the 1-0 start for the Hard Hats second baseman. As we've now started to see that shift for the Hard Hats, we saw Roberts play a few games at third, and now he's played more games at second here on the season, as he's only played in about 15 or so games with the Hard Hats. As he has solidified himself that he could play anywhere on the field and still play at a high playing field. So 1-1 count, Christopherson the next one. This one drops in for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out at the top of the third inning. As Roberts, bat up on the shoulder, waits for Christopherson. As kicks and deals the pitch. Roberts the swing out into center field again. Mathiasen, as he just moves a little over to the right side and makes the catch for the second out here of the inning. So 2 flyouts from Ogle and Roberts into center field. And now we go to the shortstop in Jackson Reeder. As Reeder, who is 1 for 1, he had the first base hit of the game on a single. Also came in on the run following the 2-run home run from Josh Elder. So with 2 outs, Christopherson, the first pitch that comes to Reeder. This one is low and escapes away from the glove of Blanchet for ball 1. As he tosses that right back to Christopherson on the mound. Reeder steps back in the lefty's box. As the glove comes up, the 1-0 pitch. This one is in for strike 1. So 2 pitches, 1 on the ball side and 1 on the strike side here for Jackson Reeder with 2 outs. As Christopherson the pitch, Reeder the swing. This is a hard ground ball, a hit to the shortstop. And Amerman, he throws to first, and making the catch is Sahlberg for the third out in the top of the third inning. So another inning where Post 22 goes 3 up and 3 down. As it started off with Hudson Ogle to fly out into center field, as well as Aiden Roberts on the second at-bat, and then Jackson Reeder, who grounds. So the score is still 2-2, as we are going to the bottom of the third inning. As leadoff hitters here for Fargo, as they're going to go to the 2-3-4 hitters. It's going to be Kane Mathiasen as the leadoff hitter, followed by Colby Hansen, and then Gus Pankratz. So Giddings makes his return to the mound after in that last inning getting a strikeout, as him and Christopherson having the same total of 2 here in this game, as both of them having a strikeout in both the first and second inning. Christopherson not registering for a strikeout in the third. We'll see if Giddings can do so, as he gets in his warm-up tosses on the mound.
Sure.
So Elder, who did not catch in Game 1, we saw Reese Palmer, the catcher, in Game 1. We saw Elder as the designated hitter. So Giddings, as for a challenge for Post 22 with playing a four-game series against Casper over the past weekend in Rapid, as you play your top pitchers, and then with the American Legion pitching rules, you know, depending on how much and the days of rest that are included with those amounts of pitches, it kind of comes hard when a few days later at the start of a tournament. So Post 22 is playing with that challenge, as so far they have handled it very well. As up to the plate is Kane Mathiasen, as on his first at bat earned the walk. As Giddings the pitch, this one is swung on, going to the left field side. That one is in foul territory and will drop for a foul ball. So the 0-1 start for the Stars center fielder. As Giddings back up to the mound, glove over the face, as he kicks and deals on the 0-1 pitch, as this one is taken outside for ball 1. 1-1 count, as Giddings gets back to work, as he punches through the 1-1, swung on and missed. He got a piece of it. That one is rolling back behind Elder. So the count now at 1-2 strikes. The leadoff hitter and Kane Mathiasen with the second baseman Colby Hansen on deck. So Giddings waits the call from Elder. As the 1-2 pitch comes, this one plays a bounce in the turf before it gets to Elder. As for ball 2. So the ball given back to Giddings on the mound. 2-2 count. A big nod given. As the pitch swung on, a ground ball. This one's hit to Reeder at shortstop. Makes the catch. The throw to first. Staper with the stretching catch. As the ground out gets us the first out here in the inning. And now pulls up Colby Hansen.
Now batting number 2, Hansen.
As Jackson Reeder making that the second time a ground ball has been hit towards him. So Giddings facing off against Hansen. Hansen 1-for-1 off a bunt single earlier back in the first inning. As the first pitch he sees, gets contact with it for the foul ball that hits the netting. So the 0-1 start for Hansen. As a man on deck will go and get that ball out of the way. As Giddings the pitch swung on, a ball that goes into right field. Karn, who is under and makes the catch for the second out. As now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning on the first 2 batters. And now this pulls up the right fielder number 11, Gus Pankratz. As Pankratz, who had a hit by pitch on his first at-bat. As Giddings offers the first pitch, that one goes in for strike 1. 0-1 with 2 outs. As the next pitch, this one is dropping in down low for ball 1. So 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here for Pankratz, the right fielder. As Giddings offers the next pitch, this one is outside, played low for ball 2. So Giddings, after a rocky start in that first inning, had an impressive second inning, and now taking care of the first two batters here in the inning for the first 2 outs. As the 2-1, this one is popped up into center field. Kiefer is under it and makes the catch for the 3rd out. So post 22 and post 400 still in a tied 2-2 ball game after 3 innings. As we'll take a short break on Hard Hats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 4th inning.
It's time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick, professional oil change you can feel good about.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Men grow up hearing,
be a man.
Never show any fear, kid. You gotta be tough.
Push through the pain. Don't be weak.
Man, it's time to change the narrative. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health.
Let it out.
It's okay to feel. Speak up, because the life you save could be your own.
Ready to go here to start the 4th inning. As the leadoff hitter for Pulse 22 is number 19, Lars Kiefer, the center fielder who is 0 for 1 on a strikeout. So the 3, 4, 5 hitters for Pulse 22 in this inning, it's going to be Kiefer followed by Elder and Burris. As Kiefer steps into the right-handed batter's box, Christofferson gets back to work as the first pitch comes, as this one is up high for the ball 1 start. As Kiefer looks over to Coach Downs on the third base line before he gets ready to see the second pitch. As Christofferson hurls the 1-0. Kiefer swings. This one is up in the air, and that one is going right up and over, right behind the Hard Hats dugout. So now 1-1 following that foul ball from Kiefer. As Alex Christofferson, who is the starting pitcher here in this game, he's remaining after 3 full innings pitched. As the 1-1 comes to Kiefer, this one is outside for ball 2. A good eye there from the Hard Hats center fielder after not taking a swing there on that pitch. That looked like it was going down the middle at the start and then taking a crazy hook to the right there at the end. As the 2-1, this one is in for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, leadoff man Lars Kiefer. As he gets set, Christofferson deals the 2-2. This one is in for strike 3. So Kiefer, who looks back over at the home plate umpire for called strike 3. So that brings us the first out here of the inning as Kiefer strikes out for the 2nd time in the game. As for Christofferson, adds for his 3rd strikeout of the game as well. 2 looking and 1 swinging. So now this pulls up Josh Elder, the catcher, and back in the 1st inning hitting the 2-run home run to have the early 2-0 start. And then post 400 Stars came back and followed with 2 runs of their own to make it a tied 2-2 game. As the first pitch comes outside for ball 1. As Elder, a lefty, looks over to Coach Downs again. Christofferson says no to the first pitch. As it comes to the plate, Elder holds back, takes it for strike 1. 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. As Elder, as he waits, Christofferson delivers. Elder the swing and a foul ball. So 1-2 here for Elder. As he will give another shot here as looks like there is no more extra balls here for the home plate umpire. It looks like Christofferson is going to switch out the balls. So he's going to throw that one back too, as the home plate umpire will take a look at it. and scrubs it off and gives it back. So Elder comes back into the batter's box with a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Thumbs up given from the home plate umpire as Christofferson looking down the middle as the turn, the 1-2, high and up, and that one escaping from in the glove and then out of the glove. Blanchet. So 2-2. Eller right back into the batter's box. After that last pitch was high and outside, the 2-2. And that one is outside for ball 3. So good eyes on the pitches there from Josh Elder, who is facing at 1-2 and now finds his way at 3 balls and 2 strikes with no runners on. Christofferson delivers the 3-2 as that one is outside for ball 4. So Josh Elder earns the walk on full counts, as he really did earn it, as that makes it for Josh Elder's 19th walk on the season, as he is the team leader in that category. As Elder also entering this tournament here in Omaha, he's the team leader and doubles with 10, RBIs in 35, and walks with 18. So now with his walk, he's on first, and now pulls up the third baseman Hadley Burris, as Burris, who is 0 for 1 on a ground out. So Christofferson, the first pitch coming, as a swing and a miss for strike 1, with a courtesy runner with Elder on first, as I'll try to find the number here shortly. 0-1. As Christofferson turns and throws that back to first, as the courtesy runner in Kane McLeod returns back. So McLeod is the courtesy runner for Elder on first, as Christofferson and the first baseman and Dylan Sahlberg were talking. So 0-1 count here for Burris. As the pitch comes, McLeod takes off to second. The throw, the tag, gets him. So they're going to catch Kane McLeod stealing. So that's going to put all base runners off for post 22 now with 2 outs. And an 0-2 count facing here for Hadley Burris. So McLeod trying to steal second, as he just gets tagged out by the second baseman and Colby Hansen. So back here to the Burris at bat, no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. As Christofferson, the pitch swung on by Burris, that one is up and out of play for a foul ball. So a new one given to Christofferson on the mound. Another pitch to see here for Hadley Burris. So he steps in the box, he sways the bat, ready to see the next pitch. Christofferson delivers, Burris swings, this is up in the air into right field, as this one is going to get down. That's a fair ball, as Burris will get a base hit. So a single for the Hard Hats third baseman on an 0-2 count. And now this will pull up the DH, Regan Turnquist. So for post 22 now, the third hit here in this game, as all the hits belonging to Josh Elder, Jackson Reeder, and now Hadley Burris. So Turnquist comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on a ground out to the third baseman. As the first pitch that comes to him, this one is down low for ball 1. 1-0 start for the Hard Hats DH. So he looks over and gets the call that Downs wants, as Burris with his big leadoff on first. As the 1-0 pitch is in for strike 1. As Burris looked like he was ready to take off to second there, trying to see if the pitcher would mess up. So now it's a even 1-ball, 1-strike count for Turnquist. As Christofferson delivers the 1-1, swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. Top of the 4th inning, still in a 2-2 tied ball game. As Burris inching closer to second, as Christofferson will throw back to first as Burris slided in. Unsuccessful pickoff attempt for Alex Christofferson. A total of 3 strikeouts for him here in this game, as he started one off here in this inning to Lars Kiefer. As 1-2 pitch comes, Turnquist to swing. This is a ground ball, as the shortstop will make the catch and will just tag second base himself and gets the 3rd out. So that will do it for the top of the 4th inning. So post 22 has not scored a run since the 1st inning, as Fargo has done the same, as they'll get set here for their bats in the bottom of the 4th inning. As their leadoff hitters will be the 5, 6, and 7 batters. It's going to be the DH, Seth Egan, followed by the third baseman, Ethan Dahl, and the catcher, Caleb Blanchet. As those are the 3 batters due up for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. As Giddings makes his return to the mound, 3 full innings pitched for him, as he still has 2 hits against him and 2 runs allowed. So he gets his warm-up pitches in with catcher Josh Elder. And then we'll go to the Egan at-bat. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the first time these 2 teams, as they play each other twice here in this tournament, as they face off against each other on Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So this first game will be a good tone set for both teams, as Post 22 are already clinching 1 win so far over the win against Lincoln. So Giddings is done with the warm-up pitches, and now Seth Egan, who comes up, he is 0 for 1 on the day, as he'll be a right-handed batter to lead off the inning. So Giddings gets his feet where he wants them on the mound, and the glove up over the face. And the first pitch in the bottom of the 4th inning comes to Egan, as this one is in for strike 1. 0-1 start. Giddings waits the call from Elder as he receives it. Kicks a leg, the 0-1 pitch. This one dropping and hitting the turf first for ball 1. 2 pitches in a leadoff man for Seth Egan, the DH, and now on a 1-ball, 1-strike count. As the righty and Giddings delivers this one down the middle for strike 2, with Egan settling off on that swing there, and now pulls the count to 1-2. Giddings shakes no to the first and nods up and down for the second. The 1-2 swung on, a foul ball that goes to the right side and out of play. That one rolling towards the concession stands here at the Gretna East baseball facility. As all Post 22 hard at games except for the one on Saturday will be played here, as the game on Saturday will be played at the regular Gretna school. 1-2 pitch swung on. That's a base hit up the middle and into center field. So a leadoff single for Seth Egan and for Fargo. And now this pulls up their third baseman, number 9, Ethan Dahl.
Now batting number 9, Ethan Dahl.
So now both the Stars and the Hard Hats having 3 hits each. As for Ethan Dahl, he is 1 for 1 today on a single. So he takes a second here outside the box. As Giddings is waiting for him to step in, as he'll look over to first. So Dahl, who steps into the batter's box, following the leadoff single from Seth Egan. As Giddings, as the glove on the knee, ready to see the first pitch as it comes, swung on and missed for strike 1. Start off just the second batter here in the inning. As another wait here for Dahl as he takes a look on his wristband as well before he steps back into the batter's box. Giddings will look over to Egan, the runner on first. Deep breath, the 0-1 pitch comes, and a bunt is placed on the third base line. Burris picks up, throws to first, and gets him out. So the sacrifice bunt from Ethan Dahl will advance Seth Egan over to second, and that brings us the first out here at the bottom of the 4th inning.
Batting number 7, Caleb Blanchet.
So now we go to the catcher in the number 7 spot. This is Caleb Blanchet, the catcher, who is 0 for 1 on a strikeout. So he steps into the batter's box with Egan now on second base with 1 out. Giddings looking down, has the pitch ready to throw. As the first one comes in, a breaker ball that didn't break very well, that comes up high for ball 1. As Blanchet back into the batter's box, 1-0 start. Giddings looks over the runner on second. The 1-0 pitch, this one is in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. as that out came from the sack bunt from Ethan Dahl just on the last at-bat, as he advanced Seth Egan following his leadoff single here in the 4th inning. As Giddings, Reeder backing off the runner on second, as the pitch comes, a late swing, that one going out of play, so the count now going to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Giddings with a fresh new baseball, as he'll find some grip for that one. Looks down the middle, as Blanchet facing a 1 ball, 2 strike count with a runner on second, as Giddings delivers the 1-2, as that one is going to catch him looking for a called strike 3 for the second out here in the inning. So Blanchet goes down 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts, as Giddings now will add for his 3rd here in this game, as that's Giddings' first strikeout looking. The 1st and 2nd inning, he had 2 of them that were for swinging. So now this pulls up the first baseman, number 8, Dylan Sahlberg, as he is 0 for 1 on a ground out. So Giddings looks back to the runner on second, as the first pitch comes to Sahlberg. This one goes outside for ball 1. As Giddings gets his feet placement where he wants him on the bump. 1-0 start off with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Giddings the pitch, swung on a foul ball. So 1-1 here to Fargo's first baseman, as they have their shortstop and number 10, Max Amerman, on deck. So Giddings looks down the middle again. Count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. As the pitch, swung on. This is a ground ball. Roberts gets there at second. He picks up the throw. Is over the head of Staper at first. So 1 run will come in to score for Fargo. So that is the go-ahead run, as Fargo will take their first lead of the game. It's 3-2 score, as that one goes into the dugout. So they will still have a runner on second, as that will come for the first error for post 22.
Now batting number 10, Max Amerman.
So that is Seth Egan, as he comes in to score for that go-ahead run for Fargo as they take the 3-2 lead. As 2 outs still remain here in the bottom of the 4th, as this is Max Amerman, the shortstop, who is 0 for 1 on a strikeout. So Giddings looks at the runner on second. The first pitch coming, it swung on and popped up. That goes behind Elder and out of play. So Giddings gets a new ball, as Amerman taking some time here outside the box, takes 1 final practice swing. 0-1. Giddings has his pitch ready to go, as he takes another look over to Sahlberg on second. The pitch, this one is outside for ball 1. 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 9 hitter in the lineup in Max Amerman, making his second at-bat of the game. As now for every Fargo player, now having 2 at-bats here in this game. As Giddings offers the 1-1, as it comes up high for ball 2. So the last 2 pitches thrown by Giddings go for 2 balls, as the first one was in for a strike. Amerman set up and ready, waits for Giddings. The 2-1 pitch swung on, it was inside, up and out of play again. So 2-2 on 2 foul balls here on this at-bat for Max Amerman, as he comes back to the batter's box. Runner on second and Dylan Sahlberg. As Giddings, another look down the middle, gets his call. Reeder backs off the runner on second. As the 2-2 pitch comes to the plate, this one is down low and inside for ball 3. So a full count comes to Max Amerman with Mason Center waiting on deck. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Giddings the look down the middle, as Reeder is side by side with Sahlberg on second. The pitch, as that one is down low for ball 4. So that will put a walk for Amerman and puts runners on first and second for Fargo. So that's been a while since Tank Giddings has thrown a walk. He threw 2 at the start of the game to the first 2 batters as center. So he comes up to the plate now, as he is 0 for 1 on a fly out into center field. And a walk as the first pitch Giddings throws to him. That one goes in for strike 1. As for Fargo now with base runners on first and second. Giddings gets his call from Elder. As the 0-1 pitch comes to the plate, this one is inside. Elder was there in time, makes a good block, as that one is for ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs. We're back to the top of the order for Fargo, to the third at-bat for left fielder number 5, Mason Sinner. Giddings a deep breath, delivers the 1-1, as that one is in for strike 2. One more strike away here from putting the 4th inning away, as Giddings, another look down the middle. One last look to the runner on second. The 1-2 pitch. Swan on a ground ball. Stapert there at first. He underhands it, as Giddings will make the catch and tag first. And that will be the 3rd out here of the inning. So post 22, as they have trailed for the first time here in this tournament, as Fargo getting 1 run there in the bottom of the 4th inning to have a 3-2 lead. So we'll take a short break here on Hard Hats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 5th inning.
Century Builders' integrity isn't just a word, it's how we do business. Built on a foundation of hard work, accountability, and small-town values, we've earned our reputation by delivering quality construction projects across the Northern Plains. From commercial steel and post-frame buildings to innovative data center facilities, our experienced team combines craftsmanship, innovation, and attention to detail in every project. At Century Builders, we're committed to making your building experience seamless from start to finish. Century Builders, building with integrity, delivering excellence.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, we're going to go here to start the 5th inning. As leadoff hitter here for post 22, this is the first baseman, number 30, Braden Stapert. So 7, 8, 9 hitters due up here for post 22. As Stapert, who is 0 for 1 this evening on a strikeout. As Alex Christopherson, as the first pitch comes, Stapert will take a swing. That one goes up and out of play for a foul ball. 0-1 start for Stapert. As we'll see if he will pitch tomorrow. As the 0-1 comes in, as this one, you're going to check the swing as the first base ump says he did not go. So that'll be taken for as ball 1. So it's a 1-1 count for the Hard Hats first baseman and Braden Stapert. Christopherson kicks and deals the 1-1 pitch. This one is inside for ball 1, or ball 2. As the 2-1 count is given off to the pitcher in Alex Christopherson. Glove out in front of him. Pulls it back up. As the 2-1 pitch comes, this one drops in for strike 2. So 4 pitches total here on the leadoff man and Braden Stapert as he faces against 2 balls and 2 strikes. A deep breath from Christopherson on the mound. Turns and twists. Next pitch coming as Stapert gets contact with it. That one hits the netting for a foul ball. As Bridger Karn waiting on deck. As Stapert re-enters the batter's box with 2-2 count. As Christopherson the pitch. This one inside for ball 3. A good take there from Braden Stapert, as he will see another pitch here with full count against him. Christofferson waits the call from Blanchet, the catcher. The 3-2 comes to the plate. Stapert to swing. Ground ball that Christofferson tried to get. The second baseman picks up the throw to first. Gets him. So a little delayed call from the first base ump as he says Stapert is out, as Coach Ewing, who is on first base, as he's going to go talk to the first base ump. So that's going to put the leadoff man and Stapert down. As that ground ball, as Christofferson tried to make the catch for it, hit off his glove, went rolling to the second baseman, and Hansen, he scooped it up and threw it over to first for the first out. Now this is Bridger Karn, as the first pitch he sees, as that one falls in for strike one. As Karn, who starts off 0-1, he is 0 for 1 today on a line drive to the second baseman. As the next pitch he sees, he will swing and miss for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes and 1 out here for Bridger Karn, with the left fielder Hudson Ogle on deck. As Christofferson turns as the 0-2 pitch comes. This one is on that top right corner, just high enough to not be a strike, as that one is for ball 1. As Karn waiting to see the next pitch. Christofferson the nod given. The 1-2. This one is down low for ball 2. That one was inside. That one was about shin level right there to Karn, as that one kind of split down into the turf. So now the 2-2 count here for the right fielder and Bridger Karn, as the first 2 pitches were 0-2. Christofferson the next one on a slider that comes inside. So full count here for Bridger Karn. Started 0-2 and now finds his way here to 3-2. Christofferson back on the bump. Glove out in front of him as the 3-2 comes to the plate. This one is down low, ball 4. So 4 balls in a row on an 0-2 start there for Bridger Karn, as he earns the walk.
Now batting number 9, Ogle.
So that's just the second walk given out on the day from Alex Christofferson. As for Bridger Karn, that makes it for his 11th time getting a free ticket to first base.
When I was announcing, I was calling this guy completely wrong last night.
As this is Hudson Ogle, as the first pitch he sees, this one is taken for a foul ball, so the 0-1 count. As Ogle, who is 0 for 1, the fly out to center field, and Karn the runner on first. As Ogle waits for the next one. Christofferson delivers. This one is down low for ball 1. 1-1 count as Ogle, the lefty, back into the batter's box as Karn looks towards Coach Downs' way. Gets his lead off on first. As he takes off to second. The throw, the catch, the tag, trying to roll away from it, and he gets caught stealing. So Bridger Karn, who tried to roll away from getting tagged, as he gets out, so that's the second out in the inning. So that's 2 times we have seen Post 22 players get caught stealing. 1 for Kane McLeod and 1 for Karn. As now the 1-2 count here for Ogle. As Christofferson to pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. So the strikeout to finish out the top of the 5th inning. As for Post 22, still trailing by 1 run. As 3-2 the score in favor of Fargo. As for Ogle, on that strikeout just makes it for his 2nd on the season. So we'll still see Tate Giddings make his way up here to the mound to start the bottom of the 5th inning for the Post 22 Hard Hats after that first at-bat and Braden Stapert in the inning. As that was a close call, as that was the first out, and then the walk to Bridger Karn, as he tried to steal second, he gets caught, and the strikeout to finish out the top of the 5th to Hudson Ogle. So leadoff hitters here for Fargo, as we're going to see the 2-3-4 hitters in Kane Mathiasen, Colby Hansen, and Gus Pankratz. As those are the 3 batters due up for Fargo as they look to protect here on their 1-run lead as we enter the later go of the game. As Giddings a total of 76 total pitches thrown here in this game, as we'll see how long he can stay in, as we have seen a few arms getting warmed up in the bullpen for Pulse 22. So, Gaines gets set and ready as Mathiasen, who comes up to the plate, he is 0 for 1 today, as he had a ground out on his last at-bat and then a walk on his first. So Giddings, first pitch here in the bottom of the fifth, as it comes towards Mathiasen's way. He takes a swing, a ground ball. Reeder on the knees, makes the catch, the throw, and a beautiful play from Jackson Reeder. And that brings us the first out on the first pitch, as Reeder making that catch on his knees and making that throw straight on a rope to Brandon Stapert at first. So one down, as now the second baseman in Colby Hansen, as he comes up to the plate. Hansen, who is 1 for 2 today, a single and a flyout, as Giddings offers his first pitch to him, as this one is taken for strike one. The 0-1 start off. Back into the batter's box goes Hansen, as Giddings delivers the 0-1 pitch. This one is outside into the lefty batter's box for ball one. 1-1 count with one out, as Giddings offers the next pitch. This one is high and inside for ball two. Hansen back into the righty's box for him. Giddings the 2-1 pitch. This is swung on, popped up. That one's going out of play for a foul ball. Both Elder and Burris gave a look at that and tried to give it a chance. Can't do anything when that one is going out of play. So they'll do it again. Giddings gets a new ball, and it's a 2-2 count here for Colby Hansen, as the right fielder Gus Pankratz is waiting on deck. Giddings the 2-2. The pitch. That one just comes up high of the strike zone for ball three. So full count just to the second batter here in the inning for Fargo, as Giddings nods towards Elder. The 3-2 pitch. This one is low and outside for ball four. So a walk to Colby Hansen, as I'll put the first base runner here on the bags for Fargo in the inning. And now this will pull up the right fielder, number 11, Gus Pankratz. As for him on the game, he is 0 for 1 on a fly out into center field. In the first at-bat of the game with bases loaded, he took a hit by pitch, and that gave the first run of the game for Fargo. As Giddings the first offering, this one is outside and low for Pankratz. As Hansen, look at his leadoff on first base. Stapert with his glove up and ready. Giddings will look to get the pitch here from Elder. A deep breath, a quick turn to throw to first. That's going to go away from Stapert. Up and away goes Hansen. He's off to second, as they're going to hold him there. So Giddings, who tried to make that throw to Stapert at first on the pickoff attempt, it just goes a little bit high away from the glove, rolls all the way back, and picking up where Hansen left off, he takes off to second. So that makes it for the second error in the game here for the Hard Hats, as this is still a 1-0 count here to Gus Pankratz. So Giddings gets his pitch. Another look to Hansen, the runner on second, as the 1-0 is low and inside for ball two. For Tane Giddings now, 85 pitches that he has thrown, as he has racked up a lot of those. 2-0 count. The pitch, swung on. This one is for a foul ball up and over the netting. So the count now is pulled here to 2-1 for Fargo's right fielder. And on deck is their designated hitter, number 12, Seth Egan. So Giddings, who now gets his feet here on the bump. The count at 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Giddings looking back and forth to second and home, as Reeder makes his way towards second base, as Giddings will take a step off. So Well, a few more seconds here before the next pitch gets off. As Giddings offers the 2-1. This is swung on into left field. As making the catch is Ogle. As no runner will tag up there from second. So 2 down now. And we pull up the DH, Sith Egan.
Now batting number 12, Sith Egan.
So Sith Egan, as he is 1 for 2 today, had a single on his last at-bat, and then also had the go-ahead run to make this a 3-2 game in favor of Fargo. So Giddings now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. As the first pitch comes to Egan, this one is outside for ball 1. Barnett's trying to get away here this inning and look to the bats as they try to come back here from a 1-run deficit. So Giddings, the 1-0 pitch. This one is down low. That one counted for ball 2. Just 2 pitches here to Sith Egan's third at-bat of the game. As he gets checked up, ready to go for the next pitch. Bat on the shoulder. Giddings had the ball behind his back. Look to the runner on second. The 2-0 pitch comes down the middle for strike 1. As Egan looks over to his third base coach to see what he wants him to do. So Giddings gets the pitch call from Elder. As Reeder makes his return onto second, as Giddings will take another step off. So Reeder doing that for a second time here on this at-bat. As Giddings the pitch, this one dropped, not in the strike zone, just coming a little bit up high, as that one is for ball 3. 3-1 count here to Sith Egan, the DH, with the third baseman Ethan Dahl on deck. As Giddings takes a step off. As Hansen saw that one coming, he just made the return back to second. Giddings with no throw there. So he gets sent ready. 3-1 count, 2 outs. As the pitch, as this one is swung on, that's just going to go for a foul ball on the third base line. So now full count here to the DH with the sun just setting here in Omaha with a little bit of sunlight still left. So Giddings waiting for Elder on the pitch that he wants. Full count with 2 outs. Giddings the pitch. Swung on another foul ball. So another pitch that Sith Egan will see here. As he looks to continue this at-bat here following that foul ball. Giddings leans on in. Hansen has his lead off on second base. A 3-2 count. The pitch. This one is up high. That one for ball 4. So with that walk, that puts runners on first and second here for Fargo. And now the second walk allowed here in the inning from Tatum Giddings. Now Ethan Dahl, who comes up to the plate, the third baseman for Fargo. He is 1 for 1 today on a single, had that sac bunt on his last at-bat. So the runners on first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Fargo 3, post 22, 2. As the first pitch that comes, this one is up high for ball 1. As Dahl gets sent ready, Giddings the ball behind his back. Looks to Hansen on second. As the 1-0 pitch comes, swung on. This one is popped up. That one is going out of play. Both Stapert and Elder giving chase towards that one, as that one goes out of play. So the count now even up to 1-1 apiece for Ethan Dahl, the third baseman here for Fargo. As Giddings gets a new fresh baseball. Just 4 pitches away from 100 here in this game. As Reeder, the turn back, makes the catch as that throw was up high, making sure he has a tag there. As the infield umpire says he is safe. So a good try there from Giddings and Reeder. And will work out in their favor this time, with the count still remaining 1 ball, 1 strike here for Ethan Dahl. As Giddings has the pitch in his glove. As this one is going to hit in the back So a hit by pitch here to Dahl will put bases loaded for the Stars. And now this is going to pull up their catcher, number 7, Caleb Blanchet.
Now batting number 7, Caleb Blanchet.
So bases loaded with 2 outs, as the home plate umpire will go and get some more extra balls for Blanchet, who is 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts this evening. As Giddings, as he waits for all of them to get set up and ready, but Elder will have a quick chat here with Giddings before they will throw the first pitch. As Blanchet, a big opportunity for Fargo here in this game. They have the 1-run lead, as they're trying to extend it more. As post 22 this season, they've come back a few times. As we saw him do it against Gillette, we saw him do it against Casper. We've seen him do it a few times this year. They're not afraid to do it again. As Giddings now, as the first pitch that will come to Caleb Blanchet, as he'll take a swing and a foul ball that will go towards their own dugout. So the 0-1 start off for the Fargo Stars catcher. Giddings back on the mound. Takes the turn. The 0-1 pitch. This one is outside as Elder getting over there in time, making that block. Good defensive play there from Josh Elder, as that one now was for ball 1. So it's the 1-ball, 1-strike count to Caleb Blanchet. Giddings delivers the 1-1 pitch. This one coming close to hitting him. He just backed up just in time. So that one is taken for ball 2, as Giddings with 2 hit by pitches here in this game. 1 to Gus Pankratz and 1 to the last batter in Ethan Dahl. 2-1 count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Giddings the pitch. This is swung on and missed for strike 2. So the stakes have rose higher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th inning. A 3-2 lead in favor of Fargo. As Giddings offers the pitch. This one is down low and outside for ball 3. Full count. Stakes are high here for post 22. One more pitch to putting away this 5th inning. As Giddings, all base runners with their lead off. The pitch comes and a swing that goes for a foul ball. So another pitch that Caleb Blanchet will get another look at. As Giddings now 102 pitches here in this game, as they have just been driving up the pitches on him. 3-2 full count following the foul ball. As Giddings the offer swung on, they'll do it again. So Blanchet, back-to-back foul balls. As all base runners there with their early takeoff, as they try to get ahead of the game. So Giddings, 3-2 count. The windup, the pitch, swung on. This one is high up into right field. Karn backing up and under it, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So post 22, they escape a big one there with bases loaded, 2 outs and a full count, as they just keep this to a 1-run game. And the score 3-2 in favor of Fargo. As we'll take a short break here on Hard Hats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 6th inning.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit Doolittle'sRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
When your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
22 is the leadoff man. Batting number 1, it's Aiden Roberts. So the 1-2-3 hitters for post 22 to kick off the top of the 6th, as we still see Alex Christofferson pitching for Fargo, as total of 73 pitches for him through 5 full innings. As the first one that will come to Roberts, as he lets that one slide outside and takes it for a 1-0 start. Comes back into the batter's box. As Christofferson, the 1-0 pitch. This one is in for strike 1. So same pitch back-to-back times. The first one was outside for ball 1, as the next one goes down the middle for a called strike 1. Evenly split, 1-1. As Christofferson, the pitch, Roberts the swing. This one is into center field, giving chase towards it. Can't make the diving catch, so Roberts rounding first as he will hold off on second. So a leadoff double for Aiden Roberts. And he starts some life here for post 22 here late in this game, as he gets for his first base hit of game 2 of the double header here today. As now Jackson Reeder who comes up. Reeder who is 1 for 2, a single and a ground out, as the umpire is brushing off the bump here for Christofferson. We also do see a pitcher in the bullpen here for Fargo getting warmed up. That looks to be Tyler Frederick, a right-hander that's getting warmed up in the bullpen. Also see some pitchers getting warmed up for post 22 as well. So Reeder waiting to see his first pitch following the leadoff double from Aiden Roberts here to start the 6th inning. As the first pitch that comes is down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 start off. As Reeder steps back in, Roberts takes his lead off on second, as Christofferson will look towards Roberts. Looking back and forth. As the 0-1 pitch comes to Reeder, he tried to take a swing and he will miss here for strike 2. 2 pitches for 2 strikes to Reeder. Just the batting gloves before he re-enters the batter's box. 0-2 count, no outs, runner on second. Christofferson, another look over to Roberts. The pitch, Reeder swings and misses for strike 3. So a strikeout for the first out here in the inning. And now this pulls up the center fielder, number 19, Lars Kiefer. As for Kiefer here in this game, 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts. As Roberts still remains on second with only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And now for Christofferson. Kiefer waits for his first pitch on his 3rd at-bat of the game. As this one comes to the plate, Kiefer a swing. This one a ground ball to the 3rd baseman, as he will throw to first. Roberts takes off to 3rd. They try to make that throw there. It gets away. Roberts gets up, and he will come in to score. So post 22's Aiden Roberts ties the game at 3-3 off a missed throw to the 3rd baseman. And 2 outs as well. Aiden Roberts uses his speed, gets a run, score from second. And now we're tied in a 3-3 game as Fargo gets their first error of the game. So now this pulls up Josh Elder. As Elder here had that home run on his first at-bat and then followed with a walk on his second. As the first pitch that he sees, this one is in for a strike. So the 0-1 start off for him. As Kiefer, who hit that ground ball right to the 3rd baseman, as he made the scoop and throw to first. As the first baseman, he went to go throw that to 3rd, and the 3rd baseman missed it. And then that allowed Roberts to come in to score. So on 2 pitches here to Josh Elder, faces an 0-2 count with 2 outs. As the pitch, this one is outside for ball 1. 1-2 count for the Hard Hats catcher and Josh Elder. Hadley Burris is on deck if they can get to him here, with 2 outs facing towards the Hard Hats. As the 1-2 pitch comes, Elder the swing. This is a ground ball to the second baseman as Hansen throws to first for the 3rd out. So post 22, after they get their first run scored since the 1st inning, and they have tied this game at 3-3 apiece. As we saw Aiden Roberts with a leadoff double, and then to follow with a Jackson Reeder strikeout. Then Lars Kiefer with that ground out, that's how Roberts went in to score. And then Josh Elder here, who grounds out to the second baseman for our 3 outs. As for Fargo, their leadoff hitters, they're going to the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. It's going to be Dylan Sahlberg with Max Amerman and Mason Sinner. Those will be the 3 batters due up, as we're going to see a new pitcher come on the mound here for post 22, as this is number 13, Brixton Steen. Steen, a right-handed pitcher. As for his stats here on the season, 6 innings pitched, a 2-win, no-loss record with a 1.16 ERA, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks for Steen on the season.
I mean, I think they're the best.
Steen, who will be entering his junior season the next fall, a Rapid City Central student, as he'll make his way when he's not in school. This is what he's doing, playing baseball and playing hockey for Brixton Steen. So he gets his warm pitches in after he took a few with Palmer, as they waited for Eller to get his catcher's equipment back on. So 3-3 game. It was tied for 3 straight innings, and then at the bottom of the 4th, Fargo gets the go-ahead run to make it a 3-2 lead, and then post 22 at the top of the 6th, getting the game-tying run in a 3-3 game. So Steen getting his final warm-up pitches in, and then we'll go to Dylan Sahlberg. So Brixton Steen, as we saw him playing game 1, he played at first base. And now we see Braden Staper take that spot here in game 2 of the doubleheader. So new pitcher after Tate Giddings, a total of 104 pitches thrown through 5 full innings. As his night comes to an end, Giddings throwing for 3 strikeouts. And now a new pitcher comes up in Brixton Steen. So Sahlberg, who is 1 for 2, ground out and a single. So Steen gives the nod, as he will throw his first pitch here in this game, as this is swung on, a fly ball that goes into left field. Ogle is under it and makes the catch for the first out on the first pitch here of the bottom of the 6th inning. And now this will pull up the shortstop, number 10, Max Amerman. As Amerman, who is 0 for 1, as he had a strikeout on his first at-bat of the game, and on his second at-bat had a walk. So he steps in for his 3rd AB, as Steen, the first pitch coming. This one is down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 start off, as Steen gets his feet where he wants them on the mound. As the 0-1 pitch comes, this one is down low for ball 1. That one just right above on the turf, as that pitch was going directly down. So 1-1 the count with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Max Amerman here at bat. Next pitch Steen offers. That one is in the strike zone for called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tied 3-3 game. As Steen the pitch. This one is low and outside for ball 2. As Steen finds an extra grip here. As Amerman bat up to the shoulder with Mason Sinner, the left fielder, on deck. The 2-2 pitch swung on and a foul ball. So another chance here for Amerman. As Amerman, a deep breath before he enters the batter's box. with no runners on, 2-2 with one out. Steen, the windup, the pitch. This one's going to hit him off the right leg. So a hit by pitch will put the first runner aboard here for Fargo in the 6th inning. As for Steen,
Now batting number 5, Mason Center.
hitting him inside on that right leg. As Amerman, who was hyped up about that one, as he tries to give that energy off towards his teammates. Now we go back to the top of the order to Mason Sinner, as he is 0 for 2 on the day, scoring 1 run. So Steen looks in the corner of his eye, Staper with his glove up and ready. He's going to throw that direction, as sliding back in safe goes Amerman. Waiting for the first pitch here is Sinner, the left fielder. As Steen offers the pitch, this one is in for strike 1. First pitch for a strike is always a good sign. As he waits the call here from Elder, Sinner takes a look here at his wristband before he enters the batter's box. Steen, who has the glove up by the chest as he just waits, as Sinner steps back into the batter's box. Amer with the leadoff on first. The 0-1 pitch to the plate, swung on a foul ball that goes into the netting. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out is the count. As they get that foul ball out of the way behind the home plate umpire. 0-2 with 1 out. Steen, the pitch. This one is up as Eller looking and staring down the first baseman as he will just hold off on first. So 1-2 count now for Mason Sinner with the center fielder Kane Mathiasen on deck. Another good look to the runner on first. As the 1-2 pitch comes, swung on, popped up as Reeder, the shortstop, who is under it, so is Burris. They both are calling for, but Reeder will end up making the catch for the second out here of the inning. So the hit by a pitch that came to Max Amerman, as he will still be the lone runner there on first, and now following the pop-up there from Sinner. And now this pulls up Kane Mathiasen, the center fielder, as he is 0 for 2 today, 2 ground outs and a walk. Now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, this game might have to require some extra innings, so get some more popcorn if you need some. As the next pitch, this one is outside for ball one. Another look here at the wristband for Mathiasen before he enters the batter's box. Runner still with his leadoff on first. 1-0 count. Steen delivers. This one is down the middle for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back into the left-handed batter's box is Mathiasen. Steen looking in the corner of his eye, the runner on first. As the pitch comes, swung on a foul ball that goes up and into the netting. So 1-2 count now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Steen, who is 1 strike away from post 22 to try to get back in this game, as they tied it up earlier, as this will come right back and hit Steen, as that will be a single, so a base hit that goes right back to Steen, hits him off the leg. So both Elder and the home plate umpire are going to check him up as Steen is waving him off as he says he is good. So now that's going to put runners on first and second here for Fargo. And now this pulls up the second baseman, number 2, Colby Hansen. Hansen, who is 1 for 2 today, a single fly out on his last at-bat, he had a walk. So Steen, glove up by the chest, gives the nod to Elder. As the first pitch comes to Hansen, that one is in for a strike. So the 0-1 start off for Fargo's second baseman. Steen sways the ball with his right palm. Looks to second as Roberts backs off. The 0-1 pitch comes. This one is outside as Eller keeps that one out in front of him as for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Runners on first and second here for Fargo. As Steen Another look to second the pitch. This one is down low and outside, off the turf and up for ball 2.
2-1, okay.
As Steen will lick the fingertips, try to find some extra grip here on the next pitch, with it being the 2-1 count.
What did you just say?
As Steen looks over to second, Roberts backs off. The pitch is swung on. This is popped up in the sky. This one is in foul territory. Stapert, who is under it, and makes the catch. So the pop-up, and that will get for the 3rd out. So the 6th inning comes to an end. We're in a tied 3-3 game, so get your popcorn as we'll come back here in about a minute or two. So we'll take a short break on Hard Hats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 7th inning.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit MandysOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. MandysOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Saturday we would be able to make it. We play at like.
I guess the last game.
But I have other things.
Sunday play like what, 1:30?
I hope you have your popcorn ready as we get ready here for the start of the 7th inning. As Hadley Burris will be the leadoff hitter here for Post 22. So 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Hard Hats. As for Burris in this game, who is 1 for 2, having a single and a groundout. So a new pitcher for Fargo, and number 4, Tyler Frederick. Right-handed pitcher as the first one comes. Burris a swing. That is going to be a base hit. Sneaks past the shortstop. So a leadoff single for Hadley Burris on the first pitch he sees. So making that for his second base hit of the game. And now this pulls up the designated hitter, number 15, Regan Turnquist. So Turnquist, who is going to take a second here, as he's making his way back to the dugout. So it looks like a pinch hitter will come in, as this is going to be number 20, Reagan Koskin.
No, I don't think so.
So Koskin will come in to hit for Turnquist, as the home plate umpire will make that a note in his little notepad.
We've had some moments where we're just.
As for Koskin on the season, a .393 batting average with 11 hits, 7 RBIs, 11 runs scored, as he pitched and he got the win in Game 1 over Lincoln. As the first one here is a bunt was trying to be placed from Koskin. Now we'll go for a foul ball. So the 0-1 start off for him. So the new pitcher and Tyler Frederick, just the first pitch he thrown here in this game, as Burris takes chance of it and gets it for a base hit that just goes right past the shortstop. So the 0-1 count, as Frederick, another look over the runner on first. The 0-1 pitch comes, another bunt show there from Koskin. This one is outside for ball 1. 2 pitches to Koskin, making his first at-bat here in this game as a pinch hitter for Turnquist, facing on a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Burris is lead off on first. Frederick the pitch as Koskin again trying to place that bunt. That will go for a foul ball. So the count now is to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So new ball given here to Frederick with Braden Staper, the first baseman, on deck. Frederick shakes off the first pitch and the second as he gives a nod to the third. As the 1-2, the pitch comes, Koskin a swing, that one going for a foul ball up and over the netting past the Hard Hats dugout. So Koskin still remains here on a 1-2 count following that recent foul ball. As back on the mound here is Frederick. He looks over to Burris on first. 1-2 count for Reagan Koskin, the pitch, as that one is in for strike 3. So a strikeout for Tyler Frederick, as that makes it for his first here of his game. And Koskin as the pinch hitter, as he will strike out. So now up here is Braden Staper, the first baseman. Staper, who is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. So Burris still remains on first. As Frederick the pitch, this one is down low. And a good block there from Caleb Blanchet for the 1-0 start. Staper to practice swing outside the box before he re-enters. 1-0 count. And another look over to the runner on first. Frederick the pitch, Staper the swing, and a ball up in the air into center field. And under it and making the catch is the center fielder in Kane Mathiasen. As that brings us for the second out here in the inning on the flyout.
Now batting number 7, Karn.
Now the right fielder, Bridger Karn, who comes up to the plate. Karn, who is 0 for 1 today at a line out right to the second baseman, and then also followed with a walk where he got caught stealing. As the first pitch that comes to him, he takes a swing, and a foul ball that hits right off the wall to the man on deck in Hudson Ogle. So the 0-1 start on that foul ball there from Karn, the right fielder, as he looks over to Coach Downs. As Frederick looks down the middle, waiting for his next pitch call from Blanchet. Burris, they throw that direction as he slides in safe. So the ball is given back to Frederick as he gets his feet placement here on the mound. 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Next pitch, this one is in for strike 2 on to Karn. So the first one he took for a foul ball, and the second one he holds back on the swing. As it's an 0-2 count for the Hard Hats right fielder, Hadley Burris on first base. Frederick the pitch, swung on a miss for strike 3. So post 22, as Hadley Burris gets the only hit there in that inning as the leadoff man, and then it followed along with a flyout into center, a strikeout from Reagan Koskin as a pinch hitter, and then followed with a flyout to center field from Staper, a strikeout there from Bridger Karn. So Tyler Frederick, just his first inning that he comes into pitch, as he gets 2 Ks. And now we look towards Brixton Steen here for the Pulse 22 Hard Hats in the bottom of the 7th inning after the first inning he pitched was in the last inning. And now in a tied 3-3 game, if Fargo gets a run here, they will walk off and win, as that's the bottom of the 7th. So Steen gets in his warm-up pitches. We'll take a look here to see who the leadoff hitter for Fargo will be. As it's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters that will be up here for Fargo. As it is going to be Gus Pankratz, followed by Sith Egan and Ethan Dahl. So those are the 3 batters due up here for Fargo. As Steen will throw his final warm-up pitch. As Pankratz comes up to the plate. And for Pankratz here in this game for the right fielder, he is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Also having a hit by pitch, as that one happened back in the first inning. So ready to go here for the bottom of the 7th. Brixton Steen, the first pitch. This one will come low and outside for ball 1. 1-0. As Pankratz, the right-handed batter, he steps back in. As the step back from Steen, the pitch. This one is in for a strike. 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike. As Pankratz steps back into the batter's box. And the 1-1 pitch to the plate. This one is down low for ball 2. So Brixton Steen, the right-handed pitcher, who comes into relief for Tayton Giddings in the 6th inning. And now a 2-1 count here to leadoff hitter in Pankratz, as the next pitch he sees, he takes a swing, gets a foul ball on it, up and out of play. So the count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Seth Egan, the designated hitter, who is on deck for Fargo. As Steen, the pitch. Swung on a ground ball that goes for a foul on the third base line. So the count will still remain 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Gus Pankratz. As Steen gets set and ready. Back in the box comes the hitter, 2-2 count. A deep breath, the step back. The 2-2 pitch comes, swung on, another foul ball here from Gus Pankratz. So back-to-back times as a new ball given to Brixton Steen. As he looks down the middle, gets the pitch that Josh Elder wants. Kicks and deals. As this is swung on another foul ball. So 3 in a row here for Gus Pankratz. As Steen will keep throwing them to the middle. Hoping to get a called strike 3 here to get the first out in the bottom of the 7th. Steen says no to the first one, nods yes to the second. 2-2 pitch comes. Swung on, that one into left field. That one is going to stay fair all the way back to the left fence wall, or left field wall, and that will be a leadoff double here for Fargo and Gus Pankratz, as that one just so close to going to a foul ball on that left field side. So he is stomped on second. And now this pulls up the DH, number 12, Seth Egan. And as for Seth Egan here in this game, he is 1 for 1 off a single and a fielder's choice on his first at-bat, and then had a walk here on his last at-bat. So Hard Hats still trying to find their first out following the leadoff double from Pankratz, as Steen gets his feet on the mound as he leans on in towards Josh Elder. Looks to second, the pitch. This one comes up high for ball 1. 1-0 start for Egan, the DH, as he looks over to his third base coach, as he will see what he wants him to do here. Back into the batter's box, he steps in. Steen gets the pitch ready, as the 1-0 will come to the plate. Swung on, that will go for a foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike count here to Egan. Ethan Dahl, who is on deck, the third baseman for the Pulse 400 Fargo Stars. Steen will look to Pankratz, the runner on second. The 1-1 pitch comes. This one is down low into the turf and comes up. A good block there again from Josh Elder to prevent from Pankratz advancing to third off the wild pitch. So 2 balls and 1 strike here to Seth Egan. As Steen looking back and forth. Reeder backs off the runner on second. The next pitch, this one is outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike here. Just the second hitter in the bottom of the 7th for Fargo. As Steen gives a nod to Elder. One last look over to Gus Pankratz on second. The pitch is inside, as that is ball 4. So a walk that will put runners on first and second here for Fargo. And Egan now, who earns back-to-back walks. Now this pulls up the third baseman, as this is number 9, Ethan Dahl, as Coach Downs will make his way out of the dugout here for Post 22, as we're going to see a mound visit with runners on first and second, no outs, bottom of the 7th, and a tied 3-3 ball game. So they will all meet up in the middle. We don't see any pitchers in the bullpen here for Pulse 22. It looks like this is just going to be a hopeful calm down here for Brixton Steen after allowing a hit and a walk. So Downs talking to everybody in the infield. Ethan Dahl, who will come up next to bat, as he is 1 for 1 on the day with a single, having a sac bunt, and then on his last pitch, or last at-bat, having a hit by pitch. So those are how his 3 at-bats have gone so far, as Coach Downs and the mound visit has come to an end. So the base runners return to first and second. As Brixton Steen, we'll see how he responds here following this mound visit. As the home plate umpire is making an adjustment here on his notepad. As he is done with that, he puts in the pocket. And we go here to the Ethan Dahl at-bat. So Hard Hats still trying to find their first out with runners on first and second. So Steen with a slight nod to Elder as the first pitch that will come to Dahl, as this will be a step off here from Steen, with Pankratz looking to try to take off to third. As Reeder shadowing right behind him. Steen gets another look. As the first pitch that comes to Dahl, he went to go to place the bunt. They said he went, so runners in a standoff. Elder will throw to first. The tag safe. So that's going to put the runners on corners here for Fargo. As that bunt show there, and then both runners who were in the middle of both bases. And now Pankratz, who is in scoring position on third. So they're at the corners, and an 0-1 start here for Ethan Dahl as he looks to his wristband after their coach on the third baseline. So the infielders for the Hard Hats playing where the grass meets the fake dirt on the turf field. The 0-1 pitch, another bunt place. This one is down, and that will walk it off. So Fargo will win 4-3, the final score in the bottom of the 7th inning in a dogfight of a game, back and forth as the start of the game, both teams putting up 2 runs, as it started off with Josh Elder hitting a 2-run home run on his first at-bat of the game, and then Fargo, who did not stop from there, they got 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Then it was 0-0 for a little bit. Fargo gets on the board in the bottom of the 4th, and then Pulse 22 comes back in the 6th, gets the tying run, and then Fargo here on that bunt place from Ethan Dahl to allow Gus Pankratz to score as Fargo wins with a final score of 4-3. A few things here before we end this live. Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, the Plus 22 Hard Hats will play their only game against Millard South tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So put that in your calendar, write it on the piece of paper, put it on the fridge, as that's the next game for Plus 22. As thank you for tuning in here to Hard Hats TV, as this is Wyatt Simmons signing off, and have a good night.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations to the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Mike hanging out with you. And thank you once again to the crew at Hard Hats TV for helping us out there, as there wasn't room for both of us in the press box. And they're going to help us out one more time on Wednesday morning when those two teams meet again. Well, don't forget to follow us on Magnitude TV Plus, Facebook, Instagram, and X. And, of course, the upcoming schedule here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it really quick if we have the chance to do so. Tomorrow at 12 noon, we'll have our normal Magnitude broadcast when the Stars take on Millard South. And then they will have Gretna East in a back-to-back game at 12 noon and 2:30. So we'll have both of those games for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then, well, we'll get some help from Hard Hats TV on Friday morning for their game against Rapid City. At least I think, since they had that back-to-back game with Lincoln. Might have to juggle that a little bit, but we'll figure it out. And then Saturday they'll play over at Fricky Field. That's a nice field. The Stars played at that field last year when they came to Omaha as well. And then depending on how they do on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they may or may not have a game here in Omaha on Sunday. And then they have the day off. They head to Mandan for a conference doubleheader against the Chiefs. And that's a look at our upcoming schedule here on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, your final score in this one, it's a walk-off win for the Stars, 4-3 over Rapid City. We'll take it to our closer now, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow, 12 noon, maybe about 11:50 or so for the pregame show right here on Magnitude Sports. That watch link is on our YouTube channel, so if you haven't found it yet, click subscribe, click the notify me button, all those other cool things. You know how it works on YouTube. And thanks for everybody chiming in on the chat too, including Jim, our favorite, one of our favorite viewers from Denver, North Carolina. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you again. And a big, huge thanks to the ladies at Starbucks. If you're a Fargo Post 400 fan and you want to come here, just get a drink or something, or maybe a cookie or brownie or a breakfast sandwich, and just tell them thank you. They closed 1 hour and 27 minutes ago. They allowed me to stay out here on their patio to get the remote stream done for us. So if you have a chance to stop by the Starbucks on Oakland, it's either Oakland Drive or Oakland Avenue, one of those two. Please do so, and just buy a drink or something, and tell the ladies thank you for letting me stay here and getting this first game on the air here from Omaha, Nebraska. That'll wrap it up. We'll talk to you again soon.
The preceding has been a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Follow Magnitude Sports online by searching Magnitude TV Plus on X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for broadcast updates, schedule changes, sports highlights, and much more. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports. To support this channel, simply like, comment, and subscribe. That's how you serve, stand, and score.